Hello fellow Mindmen and welcome to another Skyblock video. Okay, so due to the coronavirus, many people are so bored that they're actually killing slayers. I did notice that people were killing slayers before this epidemic, so not all of them are that bored. However, sometimes slayers can really suck because they were made with many weird aspects, and sometimes others can be super annoying. So here are some ways where slayers can be stupidly annoying. First up, we got the Slayer bosses. Tiers 1 and 2 can be easily done by starters unless they're that bad. However, tier 3s or higher is where all the trouble starts. The bosses seem hard. For instance, Tarantula Broodfather tier 3 has 900,000 HP and does 525 damage per second. With Tarantula Armor, this thing literally does no damage. However, when spawning this boss, you may encounter mini-bosses. This is when disaster strikes. So, as you can see, the mini-boss does quite a lot of damage. However, compared to the boss, might as well make this thing swap with it. Since every single mini-boss from Slayers does more damage than the actual boss. It's ridiculous. This is an absolute scam. Honestly though, if you see a tier 4 mini-boss, I suggest finding a new lobby since, yeah. Aw, crap. Even according to the wiki, it states, if you don't have a scorpion foil, run. It says, with 10k kills, it can still kill you in 4 to 5 hits. Holy crap, Hypixel went overboard when they were in the meeting room. The Sven boss can also get really annoying. If you are just starting the game, the Sven may do a lot of damage. Because of this, you try to make it so it doesn't hit you. However, the regeneration on this thing is so stupid that you can't do enough damage to make a dent on this thing. So Hypixel made it so that it has to hit you, otherwise it's invincible. Next stupid thing Hypixel has set up is that the Slayer armors are insane. We will start with the most simple one, Revenant Armor. Revenant Armor is relatively cheap. There is no helmet for the full set. However, you can use a Zombie's Heart, Crystallized Heart, Revived Heart, or a Reaper's Mask. Zombie's Heart being the cheapest of the 4 helmets. In Jesus Christ, that one alone is really pricey. This is the least expensive mask. You use the Zombie's Heart and 4 stacks of enchanted diamonds to make the Crystallized Heart. Then, when you get to Revived Heart, might as well have a couple million coins lying around. When you get to Reaper Mask, just give up and play Bed Wars like I do. The Revenant chestplate is also very expensive. It takes 164,480 rotten flesh to make the zombie chestplate. Then it takes 2 stacks of enchanted diamonds and 3 Revenant Viseras. However, from there, the leggings and boots are rather cheap to obtain. Tarantula Armor isn't as bad as Revenant. The most expensive piece would be the boots. It requires a spider catalyst and spider boots. The only part in this set that might take some time to acquire would be the freaking 13 stacks of enchanted iron. Then with the 14 Tarantula silk will be a slight pain to obtain since flint is somewhat expensive. But come on. 13 stacks of enchanted iron. Who has that many stacks of enchanted iron laying around? But there is one thing that makes Tarantula Armor and Rev Armor really bad after you have already attained them. At first it will only work for tier 2 since the defense on the pieces will be terrible. It's so bad that tier 3s could probably clap you. Like, they can clap you instantly. That's how good they are. You will need a lot of kills in order to do higher tiers. It takes 500,000 kills to max out one piece. The amount of time and patience that takes, I would have ran off 10 years ago, just like how my e-girlfriend left me 10 years ago. Luckily, Hypixel added swords with each Slayer. This helps a lot during fights. Revenant Falchion Scythe, Shaman Sword, or Pooch is good unlike the Recoil's Fang. This is mainly because, like the armor, it takes kills to become good. At first it really sucks since it only does like about 5,000 damage. However, when it's maxed out strength, it can do an astonishing amount of damage. It gives 1 strength for every 40 kills. It would take you 14,800 spiders to get the max strength bonus of 370. 370 strength is a lot, and that would actually, you would probably do about average of like 80,000 damage with Tarantula Armor. So considering that most people use their bows when they're killing spiders, your best option is to create one of those farms using minions and killing them yourself with your sword. Almost every crafting recipe for slayers are expensive. The Devour Ring for Revenants needs 39 Viseras. 39. That is a lot. On the auction house, you could probably get one for like, auction house and bazaar, you can probably get one for about 50,000. So imagine getting that much. 39, wow. So that is an insane amount of Viseras just for one talisman. Next problem with slayers is the minions. There are Tarantula and Revenant minions that spawn Revs and Tarantulas. However, they don't drop the Revenant flesh and Tarantula web. They do drop iron and diamonds. However, it still isn't as good as the flesh or webs. They should at least make it so there's a 10% chance of them dropping flesh and web. Also, it takes an insane amount of materials to get these minions. It takes a crystallized heart to make one tier 1 Revenant minion. It then takes more flesh and a zombie minion to upgrade. The Tarantula minion takes an enchanted fermented eye. This isn't as bad as a crystallized heart. It costs about 130,000 in the bazaar. However, it still costs quite a lot if you want to get this. Finally, we got Mastiff Armor. Jesus Christ, is this thing stupid. The teeth, enchanted gold, and diamond doesn't take long to get. However, 24 stacks of enchanted dark oak. Who in their right minds created this? 10 gold teeth, 2 stacks of enchanted gold and diamond takes less time than gathering that much wood. But overall, Slayer armor is stupidly insane and can get very expensive if you are a starting player. Next flaw. Slayers are based on RNG. Who decided this? This is the greatest scam of all time. Literally, the drop rate for some of these items are Pray, RNGesus. Confirmed drop rate, the big gay. For Sven, the overflux capacitor is 1 in 2,600 from tier 4s. Just imagine getting it on the 2,600th tier 4 Sven. That would cost you a whopping 130 million coins. Other than the terrible drop rates, you can always get some flesh, teeth, and webs worth almost nothing, so you have fun. Finally, we got other players. Annoying noobs with knockback 2 on their weapons is the absolute worst. They always manage to knock your boss away, and it's extremely annoying. For instance, if you're doing Svens and you're at a pond and you're trying to keep the boss in there so you can hit it and do amounts of damage. However, someone comes over with a knockback 2 sword and starts hitting it outside of the pond. Then it becomes super fast and it might jump you, and then it just goes everywhere. And that's not ideal when you're trying to do it efficiently. The only funny part about Slayers is when other people hit your boss and they expect to get loot. They start going ham in chat and they tell you that you stole their loot. They get mad that they did so much work and that you didn't do anything and how you just like stole their loot, though it was your boss, and then they just quit. Then there are the kids that like to hit your boss. And I'm talking about the people that are just starting the game, alright? I've had someone in Lapis Armor hit my boss. Many people who hit the boss don't expect the boss to chase them. However, many times you may end up running many laps around the entire island trying to reach your boss. This is mainly because the person who hit your boss didn't know that your boss will actually chase after them, and they won't be able to tank it because they're just not that talented, unlike some people. So these untalented people, they just go running around everywhere trying not to die and losing 10 coins. So congratulations if you're that person. You saved yourself 10 coins. No, come back. You know, it's a real problem when you notice that mobs made by Hypixel can start to combo you and obliterate you into oblivion.